CNBC TV18. Let's get a corporate conversation going now. An engineering services company, EMS, is the stock in focus. It recently bagged orders worth 360 crore rupees from the Uttarakhand government to develop sewerage systems and septage management. To discuss this and more, we are joined by Ashish Tomar, who is the founder and managing director of EMS. Ashish, good afternoon. Thank you so much for joining in. First up, wishing you and your team a very happy new year. Let us start off by asking you more about this order itself, Ashish. What are the contours of this order? I believe you have to complete this order in a span of 42 months. So what are the margins that you're expecting from this order, and when do you see revenue recognition coming in as well?
Yeah, good afternoon and a happy new year to you too. Out of 42 months, we have to complete this order in 36 months. 3 months are for designing and 3 months is the trial run. And it's the revenue realization would be on running bill basis, so it would be evenly spread over a period of 3 years.
Okay, so around 120 crore. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
And as far as the margins are concerned, we bid the project considering margins of around 30%. So I think they will be in line with the performance of the company over the past few years.
Okay, all right. So 30% margins and 120 crore rupees per annum would be the kind of revenue run rate you would look at, since it's evenly spread. Ashish, if you can give us a sense of how much part of this project is the operations and maintenance portion, how much of it is construction?
Ma'am, I think around 335 to 336 crores is the value for construction part, and rest of it is for operations and maintenance, which is spread over a period of 5 years after completion.
Okay, so for the rest of FY24, Ashish, it's almost done with 3 quarters now. We're already done with 3. We're into the final quarter now of the year. What are the orders that you are currently L1 in? How many are you expected to win? What is the quantum of these orders that you're likely to win? And where are you expected to end FY24 in terms of your order inflow and your order book?
Yeah. So this was the last project that we were L1 in, and it has been awarded to us, and the contract signing is in process. We have currently bid for projects worth around 2,000 crores, and we are confident that we shall be able to bag quite amount out of that.
Okay, all right. So what does that take your order book to? You said this was one where you were L1. There's around 2,000 crore rupees of orders in hand as well. But as on 31st December, what was the order book like?
As on 31st December, our order book would stand somewhere around 1,800 odd crores.
Okay.
Right. So, but Ashish, you have mentioned that you have bid for a HAM project in Jharkhand worth 500 crores, and you've also bid for a project in West Bengal which is worth 200 crores. What is the status of those tenders? Have you received those orders? Are you in the process of the same?
No, currently evaluation is in process, and those projects, the financial bids of those have not yet been opened.
Okay, all right. So you do have these projects which are in hand. Can you give us a sense of what is the visibility in terms of orders, say 2 to 3 years down the line? We do have central elections coming in as well. Can you give us a sense of growth that you're expecting in FY24 overall and FY25 as well? Margins, the kind of projects that you're looking at, are you going to expand into different geographies?
Yeah, we are trying to expand into different geographies. As we have bid in states like Jharkhand, West Bengal, in which we have never worked before. And as far as growth is concerned, I think we will be able to maintain our past track of around 25% odd growth per year. And the margins would be in line with our past performance, which was about, I think, EBITDA of around 28 to 29%.
So do we expect you to cross the 750 crore revenue figure by FY24, Ashish? And since you did 550 in FY23, when do we see you hitting the 1,000 crore revenue mark? Sometime in FY25 or maybe sometime after that?
Yeah, if everything goes well, I think maybe in 2025.
Oh, okay, 1,000 crore rupees in 2025. So that is all about the PNL. I wanted to understand now your balance sheet as well. Can you give us a sense of what the working capital cycle looks like in the projects that you function in? What is the receivable days like? Is there a split between the government and private sector? And is there a debt for all the capex that you'll be taking up, or you do have enough internal accruals or cash in books?
Well, first of all, we only do government projects, and we do not have any debt on our balance sheet. And the working capital required cycle is, I think, 3 months.
Okay, all right. So 3 months is your working capital cycle right now. Okay, all right.
Yeah. So, Ashish, one final question from my end. You mentioned you do only government projects. Is there a plan to diversify into bidding for private projects as well?
So, the sector we are in, that is the water sector, only government works in this sector, and there are no work orders that can be found in the private sector for this kind of job.
Okay, all right, Ashish, thank you so much for joining us and giving us all those details. So that's the new project and the outlook coming in from EMS Limited. They are expecting margins for the new project at 30%, and they expect it to be split evenly, the revenue that is, for the new project over the next 3 years. That is a 360 crore rupee project, and they expect revenues of 1,000 crore rupees by FY25. So we'll be tracking that closely. But for now, we'll slip into a break. Up next, we'll focus on IRCTC. The stock is trading at a crucial level after seeing 50% retracement. We'll focus on that when we come back. Stay tuned.